and welcome again to EUC Learn Along. We got a new device. Yeah, intro registered. So we're going to be looking at something close to this, but I need to make some changes before we go into it. So a while back, we did some stuff with enrollment restrictions, and I had to undo that, but I'm going to go back and block. Again, we saw how that worked. If I block it here, it's not going to affect us. There we go. Good to go. All right, so I got a new device registered in our tenant. Gave it some time, let everything sync, everything's green, good to go. All right, that way we can go back and look at a cool little feature that I guess I just found out about or just fully learned about. Oh, there we go. We got the Citrix going on there. Okay. So last video we looked at BitLocker. Today we're pivoting back to autopilot. Yep. It's all tied together. All right, so again, we have this device. We're just going to pretend that it is a existing device out on our corporate network, already intra-join, domain join, for your hybrid environments, whatever. It's a enterprise PC that an end user has already existing. Yep, repeated a lot of the same things. But we need to get some information from it for autopilot. So before, when we did that, we had to run some scripts to get that info, and then we had to import it into our tenant. All right, so let's look at that. So we're going to mess with this deployment profile devices. All right, so we should have Intune 1, Intune 2, and we are using dynamic groups with scoping it to the order ID, the tag. All right, so we want to get this VM, again, it's already on the network. It's a domain join, intra-join device, so forth. We want to get it into here so that we can run autopilot this way. All right, so how can we do that? All right, well, deployment profile. We already have it set. I forgot we had it set. Convert all targeted devices to autopilot. Yes. All right, when you set up the deployment profile, that's the first thing that pops up is when you name it and when you want to convert the devices. All right, so we have one already. We have a group assigned. We need to create another group. All groups, new group. This one's going to be static. Assign. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's it. Refresh. Static. Cool. So we got a a static group that will be assigning devices to, and we need to make one more change to this. All right, again, we need to pretend it's already an existing device. We just introduced Intune, and we're going to start autopiloting these devices when they need to get refreshed or re-imaged, whatever you want to call it. So we need to change this to corporate. Intune collects phone numbers, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine with me. so now we have a corporate device that would be, again, existing devices out there. And we're going to go to our deployment profile and assign this group. Edit, add group, static, save, and oh, it's invisible. There we go. All right, so we got a static group assigned, we got the machine assigned. Let's go over here and sync this device. All right, again, this is intra only. Sync, yes. And if we watch what happens, we should get an autopilot device like 1 and 2. You turn on my fan. Drinking all this hot coffee. All right, my problem is I have to be patient. Check your stuff. And I did notice when I registered this device, BitLocker policy came down. That was the last video we did. And it did not like the policy with how this was set up. It did not like that the users couldn't get the key and password. So something to keep in mind if you're doing that type of setup. Intra-join or intra-registration versus intra-join. Learning every day. Alright, so I think this thing is going to take a little while. Did I initiate a sync? I sure did. Alright, it's green now. That's good. Just need other actions to happen. And I like to double check because I got a problem. Deploy profile. Alright, convert all to yes. We got our static group. And let me verify the group. And the machine. Yes. 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 Oh, look at that. It changed. So things are happening. Alright, let's go to devices. Let's go to enrollment. Let's go to autopilot devices. So things are happening, and eventually it will dump. Yes, I said dump that device in here as an autopilot device. Now I haven't tested with Intra yet, but it should assign the profile as well. How long should we wait? Maybe I'll do a part 2. How about that? Because from what I read, it can take up to 2 to 48 hours for it to get dumped in there. Let's get back to our deployment profile. Assign devices. Okay. So it's taking its time. But Intra ID, it's already starting to take place. We got that. We just need it to reflect in here. But anyhow, I'm gonna pause here, and we'll do a part 2. I'll give it a couple hours, and I'll check in, doing chores and whatnot. And once we see it in here, we'll go from there. All right.